Chapter 7, The Bonds We Share. I don't know why I said it in that voice. Heh. What should I tell him this time? The three of us once again were at one of the altars while Care mentally counted reports on his fingers. What about when I took you to the blacksmith? Seeing all those different types of weapon and armor were pretty neat. Or maybe how the Heavenkind keep written records. Amari cradled the books he was holding, which contained popular children's fairy tales. Amari, why do you keep carrying those around? You can't even read. Shut up! How many visits or trips do you need to make anyways, Care? You're getting close, right? He hastily glanced away. Something like that. Just a few more. Almost there. Your master sure is vague. Hope Master Bedros isn't just stringing Care along indefinitely. Care glowered and we instantly hushed up, but exchanged sly smiles when Care turned his back. Wait here, or are you as well? Huh? But I was the guest of honor to all of your little reports before, and you're getting better at them too. Although I wish you would stop heavily hinting about how you would like to see a battle tournament in action. Cross my arms with resolve, not accepting those postings. That's final. Care grumbled some more, but then left. I waited behind with Amari, who perused the R's in the different space in that word. The book despite the low lighting in the cave. I unsheathed my sword and began to do some practice swings. My footsteps echoed softly through the tunnels as I readjusted my stance every so often. The blade sliced through the air and I paused momentarily to look at Amari. Hey Amari, do you think Care is hiding something? Eh? Possibly. And you're not the least bit interested. He closed his book and sighed contemplatively. I'm sure he has his own reasons. He's gruff, like Scruff McGruff the crime dog. He's a good person deep down and straightforward. Does it bother you that much? Thumped my chest with a fist, again pretending to be a gorilla. Right, of course it does. A knight is honest and forthright, and I value those virtues. Ah, yes. The virtuosos. You know, for someone highly interested about Havenkind culture, you don't ask me a lot of questions about knights. Oh, well. Very passionate about the subject, and wouldn't want to bother you too much. I sheathed my sword, my eyes filled with determination. I then squealed like a schoolgirl. But it wouldn't be a bother at all. I would love to tell you everything there is to know. His ears perked up, and he quickly glanced down at the tunnel. Ah, he's done. He should be here soon. Sure enough, Gary emerged, proclaiming that the conversation with his master had ended on a high note. What did you tell him this time? Gary smirked. At the time when you and Ilmari... What about me? You actually mentioned me? Both glanced at Ilmari in bafflement. He immediately piped it down. Sorry, I didn't think Care would even bring me up. Or wouldn't I? We've been together long enough, and you're supervising me. Right, that fucking face. Like, what the hell? As he started to leave, Amari halted in his tracks and glanced apprehensively back to where the altar was located.
Well...
Is it permissible if you two go ahead of me? I wanted to examine the statue before, but I didn't want to interrupt Care. It's fine with me, Care. He gave a careless shrug. And Omar smiled greatly.
Thank you.
Thank you. I will see you later. He vanished down the tunnel. Care rubbed his chin in thought. Hey, Aura, you think Ilmari isn't telling us about something? Feel my smile strain. What do you mean? Ilmari wouldn't hide things from us. You know how he is. I guess? I ushered Care towards the entrance and thrust some coins into his hand. I'll stay here. You go ahead and reward yourself with some apple tarts. That's enough for you to buy 5 of them. A whole 5 apples? Wow. Tarts? Wow. He jingled the money disappointingly. Just 5? I knew it. That's more than plenty. You shouldn't indulge in sugar-coated pastries so much. Now you'll be the first dragon with a cavity. Gave him a gentle push as he stumbled and dropped the coins on the ground. He reluctantly stepped forward, briefly glancing over his shoulder before continuing to the entrance. Folded my arms and turned in the direction of the statue, wondering I should confront Ilmari or overlook his behavior. Curiosity run me over. Literally, it run me over with a train, and I tiptoed towards the rear of the cave once again. Though he heard me coming, so tiptoeing was kind of pointless. What's the point of trying to eavesdrop? I have better hearing than I do anyways. As I continued down the tunnel, I could hear Ilmari's faint voice. It sounded contrite. I felt a pang of worry as I was torn between quickening my pace and remaining furtive. What the fuck was that? I settled against the cave wall until I could hear Mari more clearly.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Master Kaya. I'm so sorry. I leaned over, casually eyeing Ilmari. I half expected him to be kneeling like Kara did, but instead he was just standing straight with a rigid back. He resembled a child being reprimanded for running off the forbidden woods after a stern warning not to. He nodded solemnly, arms hanging limply like slimps by his side. What? But it wasn't anything. I didn't think it'd be that serious. I'm merely an apprentice. I know it was imprudent of me. Yes, yes. Can I stay until Kara returns? What? Then this whole time, as I sensed the conversation reached a conclusion, I decided to slip out. I crept away, and my scabbard smacked against the wall, and I uttered a curse before I could stop myself. Right, darn it. I mean, that's a curse? I slapped my forehead with an open palm. Mari must have heard that. There's no point in sneaking away now. Auralee, are you there? I know you were listening the whole time. I turned and Mari approached me. Gave him a mischievous look.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Shouldn't have done that. But heard you apologizing to your master. I assume you did something? He shuffled nervously.
Well,
Yeah, she wasn't impressed with me at all. He exhaled deeply. Lasai? I said I was sent to watch over Care. I lied about that. So you're never actually ordered to supervise Care. Right. Basically, I ran away and joined you. Now that makes sense why you're avoiding visiting those altars. But why would you need to? Because it's not fair! Ilmari's tempestuous outburst left me aghast. I could hear his voice echo through the tunnel, hands trembling at his sides. He clenched fists so hard that his knuckles went white. It seems as if all the frustration and bitterness had concealed were finally beginning to surface. Why did he get to go? No, he was forced, while I was willing. I studied the Heavenkind language, observed all as much as I could, practiced the transformation spell, and yet he's the one that gets sent. Care doesn't care. He's not interested in Heavenkind or building rapport with them. He quivered visibly. Clearly, he was livid. He's probably felt ambivalent towards Care for quite some time, and he had never expressed it. Couldn't bear to see him so upset. Stepping forward, I extended my arm and embraced Ilmari, drawing him close. He shifted into the hug and rested his hands against my back, burying his face into my shoulder. I scrambled for something that could reassure him, but my mind was acorn. It's okay, ellipses.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for that. It's not like me to begrudge someone. I'm tired of feeling this way. When Master Kaya mentioned that what happened between Care and Master Bedros, I was envious and decided to see it for myself. And when Care casually asked if I was sent, I instantly saw an opportunity and said yes. I'm sorry I never told you both. I guess I was worried that if he found out, you wouldn't want me anymore. Especially ruffled his hair. Oh, please, like we would do that. I would punch you in the face. Then I would make you leave. Care might. I wouldn't let him. Feel his shoulders shuttle as he chuckled against me. Master Bedros was very open-minded about having kind, but Master Kaya is too wary. Begged her for multiple times to send me as a representative, but he kept saying I wasn't ready. What a shame! My heart panged since I could relate to that, constantly being told how I wasn't prepared. Oh my god! Oh, someone's calling! It's a phone number that I have no clue. It's from New York, a 631 number. I slip. Alright. Alright. I reluctantly parted from Umari, but gave both of his shoulders a reassuring squeeze. Maybe she was concerned about you, or I could be wrong. Maybe she thought you weren't ready, because you'd get too emotionally invested or attached. I would never! He meekly quieted down, but then reflected on the comment.
Well...
I would never. No. Probably. Maybe. Yes. I admit I tend to rely more on my feelings, despite trying to be more sensible, and I also get distracted a lot, and I'm too nosy for my own good. If I'm trying to help build a relationship between Dragonkind and Heavenkind, I need to be more rational. I don't know how Care treats everyone so objectively. Bam! Nail on the head. Objectively, or with an indifference in general. Like me. We chuckled. So, what happens now? Will you be ordered back, or will you be allowed to stay? He sighed despondently and pressed his pointer fingers together as he mulled over the question. I'm allowed to stay until Care returns. However, when I get back, punishment will be severe. Didn't think it would be that bad. But,
No.
Huh? What? No. Why? Why will they punish you? I'm a knowledge keeper in training. I don't even specialize in anything yet. I just have the basics. However, a future knowledge keeper running away is always, well, think of it as someone being responsible for all the books vanishing from a library and a single source of knowledge people have access in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more important things would be gone. Culture, art, literature. A knowledge keeper's responsibilities inform other dragon kind before they stay enlightened and pass knowledge on to their kin. And to make sure detrimental knowledge is kept apart on... Wait, what? And to make sure detrimental knowledge is only imparted wisely, since it can be used against others. My actions could be used as treachery. Forced a small smile to comfort me, but I could tell he was... Why would you smile after saying, yeah, they just accused me of treason? Don't worry about it, Auralee. It was my decision. I have no regrets. No regrets. Alright, but if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. I'm sorry you feel like you couldn't tell us, but I don't want to be burdened with all of this on your own. He nodded gratefully. Just like I'm doing right now, but... since I can't really turn the light on in my room, since it adds no value, I couldn't really use the webcam like I had planned.
Thank you.
Thank you! Besides, I should start acting more rational. Let my emotions run their course and get the better of me in regarding to certain situations. Certain? Oh, it's nothing, Auralee. Well, it's something, but I need to talk to Care first. Don't worry. I won't press you about it. I trust you, Lamari. I flashed him a genuine smile and his cheeks flushed modestly. And I'm sure Care trusts you too, even if he doesn't like admitting anything.